What is going on, guys? Today we will be looking at Dogecoin, right? So we will be seeing the short-term price volatility of it and the long-term price of it. So let's get right into this, guys. So first off, obviously, let's go to right here. So basically, Dogecoin is sitting at basically 2.3 of a cent. I remember it was October when it was like 0.1 of a cent, right? So it's still up from them, obviously, but the question is obviously when is it gonna go back up? Because it used to be at around basically it was at like almost 2 cents. It was like 1.9 cents. So that was really good. Obviously, Dogecoin and Digibyte have a lot in common, and a lot of people compare those due to the fact of just like the circulating supply, even though Dogecoin has less, and basically the price of it and the use of it. So, so let's go over here to TradingView and let's look at this chart right here. So we can see right now here that Dogecoin, it obviously had a huge decrease when everything else crashed back down, right? And then it had that nice upward. So right now it's sitting at 1 Doge is 37 Satoshi. So now the question is, because anytime you do like a price or prediction for it, you always want to look at the Bitcoin range. You never want to look at the like dollar or euro range, whichever one your currency is. You never really want to look at that just due to the fact that it actually sort of tricks your eyes in a sense, because just you might think a coin is down while in fact it's actually up due to the Bitcoin like switch of it in a way. So obviously, so let's look here basically right now when it is going. So right now, if we zoom in here, as you can see, the RSI is actually not even like close to being oversold or undersold in any sort of way. So it's not really oversold whatsoever. It's actually staying steady right here, and I do believe it will stay steady here for a little while longer. But throughout the short term, as well as the long term here, we will actually be starting to see a movement upwards, right? I would say it can very easily in the next coming month or two, very easily double, right, to around basically 5/10 of a cent, or like, yeah, basically half a cent. So instead of 37 Satoshi, this has a huge chance of actually moving from here to around, I would say, close to 60, 70 in between this range. So obviously right here, so this is the resistance we have right now. Let's move this out of the way. We can minus this or not, I guess. There we go. That's what we want. Let's move that down. So obviously we have a double resistance here at 72, right, which is basically close, to the double, being a double right now. So that double resistance of 72. So it will head back up to that 72, right? We really don't have to worry about any of this right here, too much of that resistance. That's not really the big deal. The big deal right here is around that 72, between 71 to 73 area. So now the question is, if it breaks this area right here, so if we stay right here, if it breaks this area, then the next point of resistance would have to be 80. So basically, this is now long term instead of talking short term. So the short term 72, right, in a month or two, double basically, very simple. But in the long term, we have another resistance right here. Excuse me. We have another resistance right here, basically around the 80 area. So between the like 72 and 80, so let's just say the around 7 to 8 Satoshi, that is the resistance that we have going on here. So it'll basically have sort of like, if a, like, okay, just pretend with me because my trading view is sort of messing up right now and it won't let me draw stuff. But so there's a line right here and there's a line right here, so so it's basically like you're driving on a highway, and then the price will be fluctuating in between that line. Now the thing with that is, you're on a highway, right? So you're just going straight. Now the question is, how long basically until you go to the left or the right side, right? In a way to sort of see where it's gonna go. So I don't know if you guys do this, but anytime I'm in traffic, like, and I'm on the left, like very left lane, I sort of like go a little bit out of like the lane and sort of see how long the traffic is. And this is sort of the example that I'm using right now. So obviously, like, how long before you basically look to see where the traffic is heading. So if you look left, then you have a really good chance of it going back to its all-time high. The problem is, if it looks right, then you have a very good chance of it heading back down to like around 40 Satoshi, so around this area actually, right here, in this way, so around like mid 40 Satoshis. So obviously, that is going to be the trick question. When, like, is it going to basically look left, or is it going to basically look right, right? So, that is the big question. So, obviously, it would be between 72 and 82 Satoshi, let's just say that, 72 and 80 Satoshi. So that's sort of what it will be looking at. And in all honesty, no one can make a prediction further than that, um, making it 100% correct. So, obviously, that's sort of the way we have to look at it. And once it goes between that 72 and 80, if it goes above 80, we will be looking at a new all-time high. And if it goes below 70, we will be looking at it going back down to close, a little bit higher than it is now. So, that is all I have to say to you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at NickAlexG. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be doing a Dogecoin analysis of this and basically, but like, I don't even know the word right now. My mind just went blank. Basically, decipher all of it and the future capabilities of it has, and how long it will be around, and the potential of it. So that is all for this video, guys, and thank you again so much. And now, cue the outro.